Hi, I'm Jeff Cartwright from Best Hypnosis, and this is a short video about hypnosis and what some of the benefits that people can get from using hypnosis. Most of the time I deal with people who want weight loss, stopping smoking, overcoming anxieties or phobias, irrational fears. Insomnia is a big one that I deal with a lot. And most of these are based in emotions or an emotional reaction to situations. If you think about weight loss, I had a case of age regression where a woman, when she was a child, learned or made an association through her associative memory that sweets made her feel good. And I don't think there's too many people that don't make this association, but it's not a solution to a problem. In other words, if you're lonely, if you're angry, if you're sad, there's no amount of food in the world that'll help you get over your emotional problem. It's a matter of dealing with the emotions in a constructive way, which is what I use hypnosis to help people do. What actually happens during a hypnosis session, I'll do this quickly. You come into the office, you fill out some paperwork. It's just like going to the dentist or the doctor. And I'll review the paperwork with you, and we'll look at where you are now and where you want to be. If the problem is, let's say, an irrational fear, a fear of flying, I've handled these successfully many, many times. You come in, and of course, the place where you are now is you're having a difficulty riding in an airplane from place to place. The reality of the situation is that for some people, I know people that drive for many, many hours at a time, putting their lives at risk, fighting sleep deprivation, and really wearing out their bodies by driving the vehicle for these long periods of time to get to places when they could just get on an airplane and be there in an hour and a half or 2 hours. There's also the consideration that there's about 100 fatalities a day in the United States in automobile accidents. And flying an airplane is a very safe thing to do. There aren't very many fatalities in airplanes. It's just when it does happen, it's a big news story, and you get it programmed into you that airplanes fall out of the sky all the time, and it doesn't. The reality is it doesn't happen. Flying an airplane is an extremely safe way of going long distances in a very short period of time. So you shouldn't have any fear about doing that. Just look up in the sky at any time during the day, you'll see airplanes flying by. Those are all safe landings and takeoffs, and people are getting places really quickly. So there's a large degree of benefit to being somebody who can get from one place to another without this anxiety, without going through this fear and this anxiety of flying on an airplane. So you fill out the paperwork, and we'll discuss the benefits, the things that you'd like to have happen in your life. And of course, the benefit in this particular instance is to feel good while flying on an airplane. And that's a simple suggestion that I can put into your subconscious mind. There's a lot of other things that I'll do to help work out the problem. I also do neuro-linguistic programming, or NLP, to help set up making a positive change in your life so you can move away from any kind of fears that you had in the past and get over it. I also do, the main thrust of what I do is age regression therapy, or age regression hypnotherapy, where we'll go back in time and figure out why you set up the association. So after we've finished talking for a little bit, and we've made a plan together about how we're going to overcome the problem, you simply sit down in the chair, and anyone of normal intelligence wants to get over something, all they have to do is listen to me, follow my instructions. If I say, close your eyes, close your eyes. If I say take a deep breath, take a deep breath. If you're willing to do that, follow those instructions, I can get you, I'm trained to get you into what's called somnambulistic hypnosis, or somnambulism, or the hypnotic trance, so that you can go in and become highly suggestible. At that point, the deeper you go, the more suggestible you become, the more you will accept the suggestions that the two of us have worked out that you would like to have in your life. So the process is very simple. We'll do whatever work we need to do while we're in hypnosis, and we get a lot done. Your mind is very open at the time. You can recall memories instantaneously, and I can get you to feel good about the changes you're going to make. Then I simply emerge you from hypnosis, and you'll have stored in your subconscious mind the changes that you're going to make. I use a few tricks to help you remember the changes that you're now processing in your subconscious mind, and that'll raise the priority level of the good suggestions and lower the priority of your old behaviors, so that when you come out of hypnosis, you will literally be a different person, because you will think a different way. You won't be caught up in the loop of thoughts that you were in previous to that. It's a new loop that helps you to make a behavioral change. And that's really it. That's all there is to doing hypnosis. It's not that different from going to see a doctor or a dentist or somebody of that nature. You just go in, you fill out the paperwork, you go through the therapy, and you walk out with this positive change. So if you're wondering, if you have any more questions, if you're in the Tampa, Sarasota, Bradenton area, my office is in Bradenton, Florida. You can call me. The phone number is 941-565-2844. Sometimes my phone will be shut off because I'll be in session. I don't want the phone ringing in the middle of a hypnosis session. So just leave a message that includes your name, your phone number, and a time when I can call you back and we can have a little talk about your problem. And just like that, you'll be able to get over the problem. And it's inexpensive compared to the cost of not flying, compared to the cost of the health problems that you'll have in the future. And if I could just say this one thing about weight loss. There's a new thing that people do. It's becoming more and more popular. Doctors are making a lot of money off of it. It's a gastral bypass surgery. I know people that have undergone this surgery. They did not get over the emotional problem. They put the weight back on in a matter of a year. They lose the weight because of making their stomach smaller, but they'll put the weight back on because it's emotional. And doctors don't deal with emotions, they deal with physiology. I deal with emotions. That's why normal, ordinary people come to me for weight loss. If you're a normal, ordinary person and you have a problem with weight, it's emotional. So just come in, make an appointment, and if you still can't get over it, if you're really overweight and you can't get over it, don't do the surgery without dealing with the emotional problem, because you're going to go back to the way you were before. It won't be that successful without making a behavioral change. And the behavioral change can stem from your emotional problems. So come on in and deal with that and get it over with. Get over that hurdle and get into the life that you really want. And that's what hypnosis is really about. It's doing something that will help you to get to where you want to be. And it's inexpensive. So again, 941-565-2844. Make the appointment and make the change. I'm Jeff Cartwright from Best Hypnosis. I'll hear from you soon.